Hi everyone, welcome to OH.comix YouTube channel. My name is Oscar Hoffman, and today we're gonna do a quick review of the comic Sweet Tooth #1 based on the DC Comics Black Label. If you were aware of the post on Instagram account, we just thought that it was a nice idea to do a quick review of this comic based on the upcoming Netflix series. So let's get started. So here it is, Sweet Tooth: The Return, issue 1 of 6. So this is a limited series, and under the black label of DC Comics, which is a little bit like an underground type of publication. And the story, just to give you a little background about the previous comic in 2013, which has the same name, Sweet Tooth. Like once upon a time, there was a little boy named Gus, and he had deer-like horns and lived in with his father in the woods in a small cabin. Then his father died, and the big man with cold eyes took Gus away. And Gus went on many great adventures, found friends, love, happiness, family, and acceptance. Now, years later, it begins again. So, 300 years in the future. Same type of story happens when a young boy with deer-like features wakes in a bizarre and completely foreign world where the last humans struggle to survive. They tell the boy that he's special, he is chosen, and that he alone can lead them back to a world dominated by oppressive hybrids. Sweet Tooth is a comic book limited series written and drawn by artist Jeff Lemire and Jose Villarrubia. So, following the conclusion of that original series in 2013, this sequel, subtitled The Return, began the publication in November 2020, and the TV series adaptation will be released on Netflix on June 4th this year, 2021. I don't want to give you any spoilers of the story. It's just like a little review of what the issue #1, which is just the aperture of this story, is all about. Nothing that it's gonna be too revealing. And like in here, we just have this boy having this dream, and that he saw something, like a skeleton with which has a little something like his own features. But then he sees this guy with the cold eyes looking at him, staring at him, and he's trying to run away from this guy. That's the dream, that a recurrent dream that he has over and over. And so the art in here, we see the palette of colors, very muted, not so bright, not so like primary colors that it's gonna pop. It's more like muted tone type of color selection. And the only bright colors that we see so far in here, it's on one of the main characters that in this comic book has. So overall, the woods, the forest, just recreated here in this artificial atmosphere or ambient. It has the same tone, but then we see this guy with which is called just Father, and he has this bright red robe that he wears, and and he has a pair of glowing red eyes that it's pretty mysterious and I don't know, like some kind of a dark type of sight. And but that's basically the color, the only color that pops. Other than that, we just see like this grading of tones that plays with the inking, which is pretty successful in this case. It has this contrast and overall the story, which I think it really does a very good job. The artist is giving you a little bit of the mood that this boy has, that it's like having this life in the woods, alone in a cabin, feeling like bored and tired of being in the same place over and over again. And the father tells him that, well, you need to wait. You cannot go anywhere. And so he's feeling like, well, I'm not a boy anymore. I'm grown up, and I can understand things. So there is one time in the comic book, as we see in here, that he's like, okay, I'm tired, I'm done of this, and I will just and make a backup plan, and I will request some raw materials, some wood, so he can just pretend that he's gonna make like a small shed in the woods just to play around. But the truth is that he's gonna use those materials to try to escape and go beyond that limit that he had, that he couldn't go any further. And then over the next following pages, we see more action and trying to flee, trying to escape. Those robots are following the young boy, and one of the nuns is actually saying like, well, you should return or you will be punished. So he's like, well, I don't care. I'll just go and see what is beyond that limit. I know there's something because I have had this dream before. So I know there is something else, and it's not just like emptiness. And so then he sees again these guys, the cold eyes of this mysterious guy, which is there and beyond that limit. And then for the first time, this young boy sees this village where he is like realizing that he's not alone, that there is something else, there is a community. But then the robots and the nun are trying to get him back to the woods and to the cabin, and then he's again running away, trying to escape, when he finally trips and falls, and the guy there with the cold eyes is saying like, well, come with me if you want to live. And he's taking him to somewhere that we don't know where that is. So that is where the story ends. So this is basically the story in this first issue of the comic book. I hope you guys are gonna be watching the Netflix series as we are. We're very excited about it, and I'm sure Netflix is gonna do a great job with all the narrative and the special effects. But overall, in this comic book, it's pretty good. I'm just gonna do the review of this first issue, not on the rest of the 6 issues. I mean, from 1 to 6. But if you guys want to see more about it, just let me know. You can always give me your feedback, your comments on the download on this video. You can please follow me on Instagram account for more cool content happening all week long. And stay tuned for more videos with interviews, unboxing, reviews, and more to come. Well, then that is it. Thanks for watching. And please hit that bell, subscribe, and like or dislike this video, so you're pretty much open to express whatever you want. But please say something, comment, share if you think this will be useful or interesting for someone else. And I'll see you guys later. Thank you.